Y'all don't pay attention to the background. I am, of course, up watching crime TV. But she says she's confused on how all women don't know about dusting powders and the fact that, she grew up with her grandmother using them. And she's in her late 40s. You have to understand that not all women have the same life experience. Not all women have the same types of grandmothers and mothers that utilize dusting powders. There are women that are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s that never use dusting powders, even when it was very popular in the fragrance community. Heck, we still arguing about whether or not you take a shower once a day or twice a day, let alone use a dusting powder. One thing that I've learned on this TikTok journey over the last couple of years, especially after releasing my brand on TikTok, is the amount of women and how we differ in our self-care routines, what we consider our hygiene routines, our shower routines, etc. And it's definitely not a black or white thing, because I have seen just as many women from different cultures have different ideas of hygiene as well. But I will say this, I have seen also when it comes to dusting powder, the Spanish community is very familiar with it. The Caribbean community is very familiar with it. And the African American community is very familiar with it. I was brought up on powdering. My mother was the inspiration for my brand, and she absolutely loved dusting powders. You have Windsong, you had Ginate, you had White Diamonds, you had Elizabeth Arden, you had Chanel No. 5, so many others, and those are the most commercialized ones. But the goal with my brand was to bring new modern fragrances, your designer-inspired fragrances from today's generation, and make them, of course, talc and additive free with the same consistency and texture that we all love, the silkiness of a luxury dusting powder. Our moms and our grandmas, for some of us, were the epitome of girls. I know my mom was. So she was all about the powdering, the perfume, the red lipstick, the rouge, slips, pantyhose, the whole 9 yards. And I love that generation for passing that down to me.